Yo, what up? Watashi wa Danger Done. Yet I return. Some more Guilty Gear Strive action. Ranked matches, as always. And we're starting off up against TTV Baja Zero and Anji, whom I'm not the biggest fan of fighting. But there are characters that I enjoy fighting much less. So in comparison, I'll take Anji. So, I had a very long weekend. Like, oh my gosh. The longest weekend I've had in a long time, really. And funny enough, I was going to... Actually, no, I wasn't going to do anything yesterday. What I was going to say was... what was it? Saturday. I went out Saturday. It was my cousin's bachelor party. It was my first time going to a bachelor party. So it was pretty cool. Met some pretty stand-up gents. And, alright, so doing things that bachelor parties entail, as you would imagine. That was Saturday. Yeah, so Sunday, I made a grave mistake. I let myself get super dehydrated. Like, super dehydrated. So, funny enough, drop that combo. So, I have a new way of doing that combo, by the way. I don't think I'm going to be dropping it too much longer. Not to get sidetracked with my story, but I dropped that combo so often because for some reason, when I get the air hit, I press too many buttons. It's weird. It's like I get nervous, you know, or maybe like I don't believe that I got the anti-air. And when I get it, it's almost like I'm in a bit of a panic. And I'm just like, oh, shit. But I press too many buttons. I press buttons in the wrong order. And the combo ends up getting dropped. It's not my timing or anything. It's just, you know, pressing the wrong buttons. Let me drop the first game, which seems to be a bit of a pattern. Yeah, so I tell myself after this day, because this was... I forgot what this was. This was last week, though. But I say, in fights with Anji, I personally think grabbing is your best friend. Because all of his guard point shit, if used properly, it really can, like, annoy you, get under your skin. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this match, or rather this round, or this fight, I should say, shouldn't look like this. First off, there was no way in hell I didn't do a single DP in that corner, okay? More than likely, all my DP inputs were getting smoked. Look, I started to do it right, but I dropped it again. Supposed to air dash after that jump kick. That was random. I want to call that a read. I'm pretty sure it was a read because he read that I was going to press a button in that moment. But I don't like cheeky shit like that. I really don't. So, like, my thing is, I don't accept that people are stronger than me until I've been thoroughly convinced. And I have a lot of pride when it comes to the fight because of, you know, what I was taught and the time I put in practice. So I don't like when people try shit that makes me feel like they think I'm stupid. So, you know, when that happens, I gotta bring it to them. Okay, nice bash. That was the right decision. I could... Nah. There wasn't enough time to vortex under that. Oh, hey, we swinging. Oh, hold up. It's not over yet. Still not over. Oh, you fucked up. Okay. That's not gonna help. Silly. You see? This is what I was saying. So he hit me with the parry super in this exact same scenario in the last round. We were on opposite sides. We were at the same distance, and it was the same scenario, but I was approaching in seemingly an aggressive manner. I remember that. But apparently, this nigga thinks I'm an idiot and didn't think that I remembered. But I did. And I blocked that, and he died for it. And now, he will proceed to die quickly. Because I've seen the way he plays. Defense is not a factor. He's basically just doing any button he can in the 6H. And, you know, doing the anti-air spin. And I'm not impressed. Whew. That was damn near perfect. Should have been a perfect. I shouldn't have got hit at all. Get out of here. I didn't like that. Like, you could just feel the energy from that Anji. A lot of Anjis got, like, real pompous energy. Yo, I swear. A lot of the Anjis I fight. Oh, rating update. You know what that means. So, listen. This is starting to become a regular occurrence, so it no longer excites me. At the time, though, it was pretty cool. So, in this one sit-down, because that's what I do, I record in bulk the way I did with MK. If you've been around since my MK videos, then you would know. But I put y'all on because, you know, I keep things 100%. But yeah, I record maybe like 2-3 hours at a time, mostly because shorter recordings for the Elgato are really annoying. And not the Elgato, OBS. It tends to be more choppy in the lengthier recordings than in the shorter ones. So I record the videos and then basically just chop all that down because, you know, I got a job. So I don't have as much time as I would like to record every day, have it be like on the spot, work out the thumbnail, title, things like that. You know, I kind of treat it as like a daily activity, you know. And yeah, that's enough explanations of what goes on behind the curtain. Let's see. So, you know, the funny thing about this 11th floor, now that we're here and I'm talking about it, look, it's about to happen right now, actually. Before we cut to the next match, I'm going to show y'all how these niggas give it up. So you see this guy. I've readied up, and this person just refuses to. This happens very often on the 11th floor. All right, so if you're trying to qualify to get to heaven, as I am, you probably experienced this a fair amount. You get there, and first off, everyone who's up here is already like a VIP, right? So they have nothing to lose, nor do they have anything to gain in fighting you. But you, who are trying to get the VIP ticket, if you lose 2 times, you get kicked out of heaven, right? And you got to start over. Now, I don't have a problem with fighting people that are strong. That's not my issue. But I do think it's a little irrational to have to fight people who have no consequence to losing, like this. You see, we going up against a pot with a VIP ticket because, you know, we out here hunting these gold star chips. And you see how the qualifier works. What, media punchlines? Level 272. So somebody who has established themselves up here. Right? Now, the only reason I mention the level is because the level is only going to matter when we get the W. Because I want to say, yeah, we took out somebody that was way higher level. I don't care about losing people at a higher level. It's just going to be like, eh, whatever. That was a good read. I don't know if that was a read or reaction, actually. Clearly, a lot of people jump in the corner against this person. But yeah, you have to fight people who are already like established on this floor instead of having to fight people who also are trying to qualify for heaven, which I think will make more sense. You know, it's just, it seems really unbalanced. You know, that's the one thing I can see people complain about. They feel as if, oh, you know, it's impossible for me to get to the 11th floor because once I get up there, I have to fight all of these strong opponents who have nothing to lose from losing to me, but I have everything to lose from losing to them. And I'm supposed to beat them 5 games, and I'm only allowed to drop 1. That's a bit unreasonable. You know, not a lot of people are going to be able to pull that off. So that's one thing I think they should change. I think they should have like a floor in between 10 and 11. You know, like 10 and a half. To where the people who are qualifying for heaven get to go to fight each other. So that way everybody is risking the same shit and it's balanced. It's fair. It's not like, oh, okay, I'm trying to get to the 11th floor. I went up there and my first fight was up against a fucking Potemkin or a Ram Lethal who was on like level 500 plus, because that happened to me. I've ordered Ram Lethal. So far, the highest level I've fought is 576. As unfortunately we dropped the first game. And this is what I'm saying. There's no room for mistakes. Look at, if I lose the next game, if I lose one more game, it doesn't matter how many I've won unless I win the next 5. Now, those odds don't bother me, but they put an unnecessary amount of pressure on your matches. You know, I personally think so. Yeah, sure, you might be the kind of person who doesn't feel pressure. Good for you. I honestly respect it. Not everybody's like that. The average person feels pressure. And And the average person playing this game, as we get fucking railed, the average person playing this game, honestly, is probably like new to fighting games, or newer to fighting games, you know, like I am. Ooh, nice DP. Nice. Could have got a better combo than that, or whatever. You see, I fucked up there. I should have jumped. I should have jumped. Backdash is what I was gonna say. It's obvious that a Potemkin will go for a wake-up grab against me, right? It happened again. I don't know what you was thinking. This is that was a hard-ass read. I guess most people jump in that situation, but I won't be doing anything like that. Let's go. Took a round. This is by no means free. First game was a little free because I was a bit flustered. I remember that. I'm used to fighting people with gold tickets now, honestly, because I've taken sets of people who have VIP tickets. So I'm no longer impressed by that shit. Like, I'm really not. It used to throw me off. You know, like, when I was doing this recording, during this fight, I was, like, really anxious. You know, I wasn't nervous, but I was anxious. I was so worried about everything that I was doing not working because I was fighting somebody who was quote-unquote better than me. Just because, you know, I was taken by numbers and a picture that's a different color than mine. But that doesn't make this person better than me. And I would say the same for you. Don't let this VIP shit discourage you. You can make it to the 11th floor. And we didn't make it this time, unfortunately. But you can make it to the 11th floor. I don't care how many gold tickets they throw at you. Body all of those niggas. Wouldn't it be so much more satisfying to take somebody's gold ticket rather than just getting yours punched? Because that's my intention. Because that's the only way I'm going to get it. Yeah, like I said, we didn't make it this time. But we going to make it. Don't trip. Then we do. It'll be pretty awesome. But I think I mentioned that I would make this video a little longer since I didn't upload yesterday. So I'm actually going to cut to the next match here. Alright. So like I was saying before in the beginning about the bachelor party. So I had fun. It was cool. But I let myself get dehydrated. I don't know how that happened. Actually, I do know how it happened. So I was drinking, obviously. But I wasn't just drinking. I was sweating a lot that night. As we had match 3 against Milia, whom is such a blast to fight, truly. Nice success. It's that banner bringer. But yeah, so I don't usually dance, but I went to like a club, and I mean, it was the kind of club that you see like people go to in sitcoms. I swear it looked exactly like one. And you know, we was there dancing and shit, but it was hot. I was sweating. I was sweating and drinking, and it was hot. I didn't get home till like 5:30. Got home, passed out. I woke up annihilated. Holy shit. I couldn't even fucking move because I was so damn dehydrated. Like the last time I got hogtied from drinking, I was hungover and I had ate some bad food. But that shit actually worked out. Because, you know, throwing up, purging your stomach, that solves pretty much everything. I'm supposed to punish those. If you play in Soul, you can punish that before I slash. But if she's too far, then use 6H. Yo, Milia's theme, though. Like, Shorty is singing. Honestly, I can't lie. Milia is the only character in this game I don't feel good about hitting. I don't know why. I feel bad when I hit her. I feel like she can't take a punch. Everybody else I'm fine with punching. You know, it's not because she's a female. Because I'm fine with punching Ram. I'm so fine with punching May, as I'm sure everyone is. But I don't know. I punched Milia and I kind of feel bad. Those old fucking Tiger Knee bad moons are really strong. Hey, I challenge. I press buttons. So I had mentioned before, I don't know if it'll show yet. It'll start to show in the later videos, probably later on this week. But my offensive approach has indeed changed a bit. As a matter of fact, it's not even that it's changed. I've just been adding things to it. And making a conscious effort to continue to add things to it. For some strange reason, there was no RC on that vortex. Don't ask me why. But yeah, I was like so dehydrated for the first time in a long time. And I unfortunately have a history of dehydration. I have been severely dehydrated 3 times in life. And all 3 of those times, I say severely because I legit had to go to the hospital. Because I was about to fucking die. Just from being irresponsible, you know? So I was drinking a lot and I was sweating, but I wasn't drinking enough water. There was no balance. And then when I woke up, as I dropped that fucking vortex, that was actually the comeback right there. It's gonna be tough to catch her again. Oh, that's crazy. I wasn't in range for that grab at all. Yeah, it was quite the experience. I was hobbled the whole day. Melia got kind of like a Capcom theme, right? Like the keys she got going in the background kind of sound like Capcom shit. So that Bandit Bringer, a lot of people, well, I see some people know how to deal with it, but a lot of people let me get away with that shit. That move is not as strong as people make it seem. If you space it out properly, then yeah, it is. But it's -3. Like, if someone hits you with that shit, grab them. Like, if Soul is abusing that move, grab him. Okay? Like, the minute he lands, grab him. And I say that because I want people to, like, be able to deal with shit. Because if people know how to deal with shit, then that means that the people doing the shit gotta come up with better ways to do it. Which is how I pretty much have learned fighting games up to this point. You know? Oh, see, you guessed right 1 time. Nice. Block that bad moon. That was actually a clutch block. She might have been able to kill me if she hit me with that shit. Oof, look at that. That is what you call neutral. So Melia's been getting a bit easier for me to fight because I'm starting to get used to the shit that she does. I'm starting to fight better Melias more consistently, and they're doing shit that the Melias that when I started playing the game weren't doing. Her theme is like kind of crazy. I kind of fuck with it. Oh, look at that. So she just put me in that scenario, right? But when she did, she had the Tiger Knee Bad Moon. Same thing happened with the Anji. We were in the same scenario that wasn't that far apart, but niggas still tried the same shit because they figured that the person that they're fighting forgot. They didn't have enough respect for me as their opponent. You know, so she saw that the Bad Moon got blocked after that fucking sequence in the corner, and then she's just like leaving. But yeah, but then she tries to go for the low because she sees that I blocked the overhead. So for some reason, I guess she thought I was gonna stand up and think she was gonna go overhead again. But going high and low is like day one shit, day one mix, you know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. You see this fail to match with opponent. You see that shit? That's what these lobbies do to you. Anyway, I didn't say it in the beginning because I'm not used to saying it at the beginning yet, but I'll start for the motherfuckers that don't watch the whole video. But if you did watch the whole video, I appreciate you as always. Please leave the video a like if you appreciated the conversation we had today and the gameplay. Leave a comment. Let me know if you did watch the whole video, how you feel about it. And, you know, you could just say what's up. And, you know, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel because it would be a cool thing to do. And it's free. It really costs you nothing. So, all that being said, it's your man Danger Dan signing off. But not before reminding you, it's a dangerous world out there. So are you.